Hello there, I'm Presley, and today I will be going over my overall thoughts on episode 31 of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc. Now, this episode covers chapters 621 to 624, and it goes back to a few scenes in a few earlier chapters that we previously skipped over here and there, as well. And now, for this episode, there weren't really, any, super big fights or anything, but that's because this episode, it's part of the big setup to a lot of the fights that we'll be seeing for the rest of this core, as well as the fourth core, obviously. So, this episode, and what I'd imagine will be a good chunk of next episode, too, will just be setting things up and getting things into motion for when we reach that point. For some of these fights we'll see soon. We got to see the Soul Reapers preparing to set up a gate to transport the captains and the lieutenants, and a few ranked officers as well, Ikaku and Yumachika, of course, up to the Royal Palace, so they can join to fight against Yhwach's Royal Guard and Yhwach himself, obviously. We get to see Hiyori and the other Vizards show up to join them as well. Another thing we get to see is Yhwach finish absorbing the Soul King. And, we get to see his design, with him with all the eyes. It looks great in the anime. Super exciting to see it. We get to see all of this shadowy stuff with eyes and teeth as well, pour down, from up where Yhwach is absorbing the Soul King's power, of course. We get to see that all filter down into the Soul Society, obviously it's attacking any Soul Reapers it can find. Some people are able to hold their own against it a bit, other people are unnamed Soul Reapers, so, their fate was already sealed, unfortunately. And then, of course, we get to see Aizen, in the chair that's meant to contain a large portion of his spiritual energy, of course. And, Aizen, while being restrained in this chair and having his power extremely limited, was able to get rid of this stuff that's attacking everyone. Obviously some of the Soul Reapers aren't happy with the fact that Aizen has been let out of Mukin for the time being. But, Sunsui, of course, brings out the fact that, they don't really have a choice in the matter, and that they need someone as powerful as him if they want even a chance of defeating someone like Yhwach. We see Aizen being temporarily knocked out by Na. One of the Steinwitters that wasn't taken up to the Royal Palace with the others. He's quickly killed by Basby. And, Basby is like, listen, we may hate you, Soul Reapers, but we also want to kill Yhwach for abandoning us down here, so why don't we temporarily work together? It's basically just a temporary agreement because they both have the same end goal, ultimately, of wanting Yhwach gone. And, we see Lototo, Basby, and Giselle all join up with them because, those are the three left down there. Kisuke and Mayuri and them, they all continue working on getting the gate set up. We see Aizen wake up very quickly after being knocked out. Even though his spiritual pressure is being contained to such a degree, it's still so immense that he's hardly affected by being knocked out like that, and it's crazy to think about. Of course, we also get to see Ichigo, where he's been healed up from his previous fight with Uryu, and, Orihime is worn down because, she's been healing up everyone's injuries. Then, of course, we have the big moment of Grimmjow showing back up to help. And, people who read the manga and knew that he was going to appear in the 1000-Year Blood War have been waiting patiently for his reappearance. So it's so exciting to see that finally happen. And in fact, the ending poem for this episode is another new poem, and it seems to be from the perspective of Grimmjow. And I think this is where I'm going to end my review. thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!